Hey, Gretchen.
How's it going?
Going great. You're live on GuitarTV.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. But wouldn't that be a great crank call?
You can totally do that more. Punk people that way.
It would be funny. I just wanted to ask a few questions in regard to the music video, Scrap Metal, from your CD.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what this track is all about and why it's first on your record.
Yeah, that's a good question. Ordering the songs on an album is kind of an art in and of itself. And this record had enough diversity on it that I didn't want anything to come off as schizophrenic. So it was kind of a lot of back and forth in terms of, what do we do with all these kind of acoustic songs? What do we do with these ones that are a lot higher energy and stuff like that? And part of why Scrap Metal made it on there first, I'd actually kind of always thought Valentina's Victory Lap would open the album, was in part because Valentina's Victory Lap had been released for a number of months prior as the first single. And so I kind of wanted something that was going to be different, just to be the first thing that you heard. And also because the first few notes you hear involve, kind of an interesting technique. I mean, plenty of other people do like slapped harmonics, but it's sort of it's an arpeggio doing slapped harmonics with the open string, like up by the pickups. So it's something that's a little bit different, and and it ended up just kind of working out from a song ordering perspective as well as something that was new but also high energy.
Well, I just watched it, and I think it's incredible. And I also noticed that the video has an incredibly high production value. That's rare for instrumental music. Just wondering what the benefit to having such a polished piece to share would be.
Well, first of all, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. And, I mean, to me, it's just kind of, I don't know how, not to sound not optimistic, but I don't know that instrumental guitar music is the best way to, make tons of money. So it isn't really about what return can we see on some sort of investment or anything. It's more just an extension of the art. If you make music, not necessarily to try to, buy mansions, but to do something that you want to do, that you love to do. The video just adds a visual component to it that kind of takes the art to another level. And so when you can work with a director who has a clear vision, who has an eye, who has an aesthetic that you like and appreciate and enjoy, it just adds another dimension to the music. So Deanna Cordero was actually somebody who approached me through Facebook, and it was a total lesson in writing well and approaching people correctly. Her email was so well thought out, so coherent, so lucid, so humble, and she put forth a plan as to, what she wanted to do as far as the video, and I met with her and totally, clicked with her, and I'm really happy we have something to show for our collaboration. In fact, we actually already have another one that we filmed that's going to be coming up. It's just being edited now.
That's amazing. Well, that's why we'd like to extend an offer to air this through our Comcast On-Demand station. Yeah, well, of course. I mean, this is an amazing video.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and as soon as I shout out, people are going to be able to watch it. So I'm glad you told us about some of the people that you worked with on this video, and Deanna. Just wondering now, what's your next move?
Next move? Well, you actually caught me right as I'm doing some writing for another album. It'll be a little while still before the album actually sees the light of day, but I didn't want to be rushed. For me, I guess I'd have to sort of sit down and write a song in 15 minutes for the most part. It's, I wish I could. I'm envious of people who can, but for me, it takes me a little bit more time. I tend to be a little bit more kind of considered in the compositional process, and I really realized that I didn't want to just sort of wake up one day and be like, wait a minute, it's been 2 years since I released Hail Souls. Like, maybe I should start thinking about the next record. And so I started writing for the next one. I'm actually really excited about it.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then in terms of, gigs and live stuff like that, right now, So I recorded the album primarily with John Mader on drums and Stu Ham on bass. Angeline Saris, who is just an amazing bass player, she just actually got back from a tour with Narda Michael Walden in Japan. She's also the bass player for Zepparella and a dear friend, an amazing musician. She's been, she was actually the bass player in Scrap Metal, so she's the one who you'll see in the video. She was the one, that was the one guest bass track. And she and I are doing the live stuff together, and then our drummer is also a total badass named Thomas Perry. So we played 2 shows opening for Y&T at the Mystic Theater in Petaluma, as you remember, because you were there.
Yeah.
And
sold out both nights.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that we had anything to do with it, but they totally tolerated us, which was awesome.
I think they were very excited.
And yeah, so we're planning to do a whole bunch of live dates in 2012.
Well, great. Well, you're always welcome on Guitar TV, and anything that you ever want to do is yours for the doing.
Oh,
and,
well, that's reciprocal. Anything Guitar TV ever, anything I can ever do, I'm yours.
Oh. All right. Well, without any further ado, I'm going to hush up and play this video for everybody. Okay.
Wonderful. And I should mention that is John Mader, drummer in the video.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andy.
All right. Take care, Gretchen.
Bye.
Bye-bye. She's awesome.